getting approval for housing. Let me tell you, the latest polling, scientific polling, which I am privy to, is that now the rating has started rising. Just a few days ago, I toured a housing scheme, which is one of the projects the president did. That one, I think I can see it on the screen. That is Mukuru in the industrial area. Now, some of the information, the misinformation you hear about is that those houses don't exist. And people will tell you that the president is lying because those houses don't exist. I think the public who are listening to us and watching us as a cabinet, as principal secretaries know, they have seen me there. I went there specifically to tell the public that it is not a lie. So, we have had very responsible people in this country lying about that. Is that a lie or it is true? It is true, Regina. I have been there. Tanui has been there. So, when you keep telling a lie, the public is going to reach about, because very soon, those are about over 13,000 units, taking a lot of people in there with a supermarket and everything. The facilities are very good. Very soon, the president will be giving ownership titles to those new houses. I was there with you. The media were there. Several media people were there when I was touring that. You guys, do you think it's a lie? When now the president gives the titles and gives ownership to those houses, I think the whole story will tell by itself. It's not going to be a lie. So that is misinformation practically, because, as I said, there are certain pressure points where people want to say a lie because a lie is sexy.
It works.
How long in Kenya can lies be sexy?
That is a good question.
It's going to be really bad.
That's a good question, because I'll take you back to what you said last year.
Before you go there, because you asked about misinformation.
Yes.
I want to go to another one, which is
I want to stay on housing first.
Yes, but I'll just give you another example of misinformation. Then we go back to the housing.
Okay. Go ahead.
Where we are. The previous government was employing only about 5,000 people in 5 years. Today, under the administration of President Ruto, we have almost 76,000 teachers who have been employed. In fact, in some villages, all graduates for B.Ed have been wiped out of the village. Nobody can get them. I don't know whether that is also a lie. Let's go back to housing. Now, I'm ready for you.
No, we get back to the misinformation and disinformation in this aspect, this way.
Yes.
We were aware when we got there, before we made it a legislation like a deductible, a tax deductible. There was the notion, and the members of the public were made to understand that once this monies are deducted, it's automatic for you to actually get a house. That was the information when the campaign was being run. But then when now we're already in this dispensation, the tune is changing. So from members of the public, it feels that lying by omission, by not giving the full details, that's one. Secondly, you mentioned a time like in December that you are working to get a synchronized communication strategy to tie in the loopholes on government policy. Yes. Maybe you can start from there. Tell us, what do you envision for this strategy and how far is it, so that we can lock out misinformation, disinformation, left, right, and center?
I think we shall handle it both with the Tanui.
Proceed.
But let me just make a highlight to the Tanui, because we have been working on this together with Tanui.
Right. Okay.
But I want to talk about the housing thing. That's why in this country we need to go back to the agenda. We need to go back to the bottom-up agenda, and even people should listen to some of the speeches our president gave before elections. The president has been very clear, and repeatedly. I don't care who you say is lying, but the president has been very clear that there are two aspects of housing. Not everybody will get a house in Kenya. So housing is about